everybody, Mrs. Braza, your elementary dance teacher here. And today our objective is to continue with learning about the element of dance energy that we started last week. Today we are going to create a dance based off of all those wonderful verbs and the wonderful opposite energies and the opposite forces that I introduced to you last week. Okay, so let's first review those fabulous 4 elements of dance that I'm sure you have memorized by now because of my silly fun gestures. My turn, your turn, I go, you go, whatever I say, you say, whatever I do, you do. Here we go. The elements of dance. Body, space, energy, time. Excellent. Wonderful job. So let's review with the element of energy all those wonderful verbs. And we're just going to start with creating our personal space. And our feet are going to be flat on the ground, making our space bubble, making sure we're tall and strong, making sure, as always, I say no socks or put shoes on, safety first. Let's go ahead and make our bubble. Let's stretch it out a little bit. Let's see how much personal space we create. And you can make your bubble by painting it. And you can stretch your bubble over to feel in your body how much room you have so that you have what we call muscle memory. So you don't have to think about it when you decide to make a big movement. Your body already knows how much space you have. And it feels so good to whoosh around. And remembering that we're already doing some of those verbs we talked about last week. Check for general space. You know what to do. Check and see if there's anything in your way. Good. If there is, pause the video, push it out of the way, make sure you're safe. And show me that beautiful bubble. And let's get started. So last week, we talked about opposite energies, like big and small. But we also talked about force. Let the force be with you. Well, the force can be heavy or light. First, let's start with heavy. Show me how your body looks and feels when it's heavy. Yeah. How does your body look when it's light? Yeah? Good. Heavy. And go ahead and move around a little bit. We're talking about heavy, like you're carrying something heavy. Your body feels heavy. And then what about light? Light, 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 light. Good. We're going to come back to that when we're creating our dance, because we're going to play with both of those in our dance. Now, show me sharp. Sharp, 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 sharp. Now smooth, smooth. Ah, difference. Excellent. Show me push. And pull. And push. And pull. Good. Show me floating. Remember, you are the balloon. You're not playing with the balloon. You're the balloon dancing around. And collapse. Another way to think about it is big and small. Stretch and contract. Just some extra vocabulary in there to help you remember what it feels like. Here we go. And spin. And swing. Make sure you go both ways. And spin If you get dizzy, make sure you stop and focus on something. Good, excellent. Great job reviewing opposite energies because we're going to use them when we create our dance. It's time to start exploring what I call the leaf dance. And you're going to get to make choices on how you, the leaf, is going to move through the air. Now, when we think about a leaf, we think about a lot of light, floating, and thinking about how does a leaf move in the beginning of our dance story. How does a leaf, you, move if you're still attached to the tree and the wind is softly blowing through and through? But what happens if that wind gets stronger? How does your body change as a dancer? What choices are you going to make? And how far are you carried? Because we know that leaves are carried from one spot to another. So maybe that means you're going to have to really move around to show how the leaf is being taken through the air by the wind. And what happens if that wind gets even stronger? What kind of force do you need to show as a leaf? What kind of movements are you going to have to choose in order to make your dance story come to life? And what happens when that leaf finally falls to the ground? Does that leaf maybe stay in one spot, or does that leaf fly or roll from one spot to another spot? So you're going to have to make a lot of different choices. And we're going to listen to the music to help you do that before you make those choices, okay? But you're thinking of first, you're attached to the tree. The wind takes you away from the tree. What does it look like? And you're going to listen to the music because we're going to work with opposites. Several weeks ago, well, not several weeks ago, well, maybe it was, but we worked with an opposite word, tempo, because sometimes the music is fast, sometimes the music is slow. So that means you have to make choices as a dancer to show how your body changes with the tempo. So you're going to get to choose how to show the leaf being thrown across by a very forceful, heavy wind. And how does your body change when that leaf falls gently to the ground finally? Maybe not staying in one spot. How do they end in their final spot? So we're going to listen to that music now and start to make those choices. My leaf dancers, it's time to listen to the music and create your leaf dance or your story of a leaf starting from a tree, coming down, falling, floating as the wind gets harder and harder, changing our tempo until finally you are on the ground and you might end up rolling all over the ground. Whatever you decide is good. Okay, there are no wrong answers. So let's turn on the music. The first time, I'm going to do some of it with you. You're on your feet right now, and whatever your body wants to do when it hears the music, let it do it. Just explore. And then we'll listen to it one more time, and then I'll talk you through it if you need me to. Okay, the leaf dance. So what kind of movements go with these kinds of sounds? If we're attached to a tree, what kind of energy and force? Very light energy. Light. So I think floating as a leaf comes undone from the tree. So play with floating. How does it move if your body isn't exploration. You could hear the wind, so you could hear how the tempo changed and the force went back and forth from heavy and light. So now I'm going to turn the music on again, and this time I want you up on your feet again and playing with some of the same movements or play with different movements, whatever feels like it goes with your body and the music is a-okay. The leaf dance. Go ahead. You're the leaf and you're swaying, and that's one of our words. Just swaying. It changes. What does it look like as you're floating through the air? What choices are you going to make? Swaying, spinning, swinging? Show me what you create with your body. As you're flying through the air, floating, playing with the music and the sounds. There's that wind, changing that force. Oh, how does it make your body move? How does it make your body move? And how does it change when the music changes? I want to see that change. It's a beautiful change like that. Beautiful. Oh, wow. The more you do it, the better you get at it. That's just with everything in life. So dancers, that was wonderful. Take a breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Wonderful job. Really good work. So this week for your journal dancers, you're going to work on this dance. I'm going to upload this song that I created, actually. It was super fun. So that your teacher can send it to you. It's MP3, so it's pretty easy. And that way you can practice and dance as much as you want and be a leaf, floating and flying and swirling and spinning through the air, letting the wind as it changes affect how heavy or light your body moves. Okay? So hopefully I'll get to see it. That would be very exciting. So I want your journal this week to just make some choices. The more you do it, the more choices you're going to make. You're going to like some and not like others, but that's a part of the creation process of being a dancer. Dancers, I had such a wonderful time dancing with you today. I am so proud of you. Today's lesson is not easy, but you did a fabulous job. I'm so proud of you, and I hope to see your dances. Dance on.